Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got a couple of things to do today. One of them is I'm going to sort of downgrade my bike, but we'll get onto exactly why and what that is in a minute. Also, stick some new bar tape onto it. This is a bit of a maintenance video. And then I've got a couple of things to introduce. So we've got new t-shirts available online, also to go with the face masks, which you may or may not see me wearing as well. And I've got a code from our nutrition supplier, or our nutrition partner, which is Enfuse. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy it, but if you do fancy getting 20% discount off, you can use code CHRIS20 at the checkout. A bit of an update to the styling, so we've got a few little extras, like a little bit of tartan on the sleeve, which has got the Cornish flag inside of it, or St. Piran's flag as it's known. Organic or regenerated cotton. Get that one on in just a second. Whoa, haha! Very nice. I'll have that in a minute. Ah, nice. So there you go. A little bit of an extra logo on the back, and then a much more subtle logo on the front, which I think is kind of cool. I actually like it when it's stacked like that. And another sticker. I'll get one of those on, shall I? Cool. So I'm going to put on the aluminium wheels that this bike originally came with. There's a few reasons for that. We are now in a very hilly part of the UK, and I'm going to be riding the bike a little bit more in less than perfect weather conditions. There's a lot of wind here, coastal roads, really exposed. A 30mm aluminium rim, which is what the bike originally came with, is just going to be that much less stressful to ride on the exposed coastal windy roads. You can probably see all the sealant that's all over the bike, so that's from a front tyre puncture that I had, and I was just mega stubborn. Instead of stopping and maybe letting the sealant congeal at the bottom of the tube or the tyre, just tried to carry on riding and just keep moving, but yeah, it's now ended up everywhere.
Hi.
With the carbon seat post in my £20 LD bike stand, you just got to be a little bit careful not to clamp it up too much. So basically it's hanging from the top of the neck of the seat post, not actually through tension. You could quite easily crack a carbon seat post or seat tube or top tube if you were to mount it wrong. A little bit of car shampoo, that's my special top tip. Right, so there's a slight change of plan. I'd hope to really quickly whip the rotor and the cassette off these wheels, stick them on the aluminium wheels. In doing so, I've called our team mechanic, James Round, and he said, don't do that, because I've actually got a set of the team RSP Calavera wheels here waiting for you. So you see me put a set of brand new tubeless tyres on these wheels, and then, when I've done that, I'm going to take the tubeless tyres off without losing any sealant and put them on the RSP Calavera wheels, which I'm hopefully picking up tomorrow. Madness. So the nice thing about the Hutchinson tyres that we use is on our website, you'll notice, if you're in the market for new tyres, they come in a box with absolutely everything that you need to set them up tubeless. So obviously those valves aren't going to reach on my rims, even with the little hidden valve attachment. So I've got an extra long one here. But in the box, for $99.95 I think it is, or maybe $99.99, you've got everything. You've got the tyres, these are 25mm, which apparently is the most aerodynamic shape on that rim profile, so they're quite a wide rim, and a wider rim is faster when you have a narrower tyre, as in aerodynamically. And they even come with any rim tape should you need it. I'm hoping I'm not going to need the rim tape because there's already tape on those tyres, on those rims. Give the sealant a little bit of a shake, and then I just pour it in the quick way. Roughly half a tub in there. Close the lid, and then roll it to the bottom, so you're constantly filling the tyre with sealant, as it were. Try not to get it on my clean t-shirt. And then whip it around the other way so it then falls to the bottom. Now last time I did it with 28mm tyres, I didn't need a tyre lever, so I'm hoping it's the same for these. But even more remarkably, last time I actually set them up tubeless, I didn't even need my charge pump. Let's give this a little go. Because my pump's so worn out, I do need someone to hold it on, but I've not had to use the charge, and it is going to blow it up. The only noise you can hear is my pump leaking on the valve, not the air coming out of the tyre. So you need to hold that on. How about you, pump? 80 psi in there, just need to wipe it over to clean it up a bit. Leave it settle overnight and then pop a little bit more air in it in the morning just in case, because the sealant will seep into the sidewalls a little bit. and ultimately you're going to lose a tiny bit of pressure overnight as well because of that. I think tomorrow I'll probably run it at around 75-80 psi, because 25mm is a little bit narrower than the 28s that were on there before, and because of that, lower volume, slightly higher pressure. But I'm assured that should be one of the fastest combinations you can get. Wide rim, slightly narrower tyre. Fingers crossed. Tyre number 2. How quickly can I do this one? No tools. Give the sealant a bit of a shake. Empty it all into the tube or into the tyre. I reckon there's more in that one, which means I probably didn't put enough in the back. But that's what happens when you do things in a rush. Spin it round, coat the entire tyre. Also means there's going to be less running everywhere when I try and fold the tyre over. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Sealant everywhere. It's not actually a faff setting something up tubeless, but it's just probably recommended not to wear your best kit. Either way, it's a whole lot easier than trying to glue a tub on. And generally, it is lower maintenance. Right, if you pump, I'll hold it on, mate. Here we go. Look at that. See, it's not even me pumping, so it's not like we're pumping like mad people. And again, the only reason I'm holding this on is because my pump's worn out. Alright, that'll do. Give it a spin. And after I've given it a spin, I give it a clean. And then for one day only, that can go back on my bike. And we can go through this all again tomorrow evening. That'll be fun, won't it? Or maybe we can have an evening off and do it on Saturday instead. Right, once this is done, all I've got to do, pop it in the bike, and then wrap the bar tape. Oh, and put a computer mount back on so I have directions for tomorrow. I should have shown you a before and after, but that is so much narrower. So the rim is now wider than the tyre, and that is apparently crucial for aerodynamics.